Okay, so welcome to the introduction to the Macintosh. I want to go over a few things to get you familiar with what we're going to do in this setup. You're going to see over here in the right hand side I have a picture-in-picture, and then any sort of keyboard shortcut is going to be over here in this Keycaster program. So the first thing I want to show you is the Finder. The desktop is going to be the way to get to the Finder, and there's a couple of ways to get to the Finder. There's this guy down here, which is our little smiley face Macintosh icon. You can also go up to Finder, About Finder, and find things in there. You'll see your preferences, your file, edit, view, go, window, and then the help menu in the Macintosh. I just want you to get familiar with sort of going through this, and if this is your first time on a Macintosh, what I really want you to do is I really want you to go through and sort of figure out where all of these things are. Some of the most important things that we're going to use on the Macintosh as regards to the Finder is going to be the new Finder window, new folder, and then this go command. So I'm going to go ahead and go to New Finder window, and this is going to sort of bring up a window that's going to have all of the places that files could be stored on my Macintosh. You'll see I have desktop, recent, applications, so all of my programs are going to be in that applications folder. You're also going to see downloads where I get stuff downloaded to, a photos or pictures folder, documents, movies, etc., etc. You'll also see any sort of devices or remote external hard drives that I have here. So I've got my Photo MCC hard drive with all of my demo files. So that's going to sort of be a way to get around the Macintosh. I also want you guys to notice that there are a couple different ways to view things. There is this icon view, which is this first viewer here. There's list, and I think column view is the most superior way to browse files on the Macintosh, and I'm really going to recommend that you go and use the column browser, okay? There's going to be some other things over here. You'll see any other applications, Wi-Fi. You're also going to see on the desktop any folders or external drives that you've created. So you're going to see here I've got my Schmidt's demo file folder, and inside of there you're going to see I have my files. Okay, great. We're going to sort of dive into some other things here in the next video, but before we go, I do want to show you this guy here. This is the dock. The dock is a really great place that's going to allow me to see what applications that I use a lot and what applications are actually open. So you can actually see the App Store is open, and if I click onto that, the App Store will come up, and you'll know that it's open if it has a little black dot underneath of it. Right here you can see Spotify, and so you can see that I have in the left hand side I've got the X, the minus, which will minimize this, or the expand button. The expand button always freaks me out, so I sort of keep it on this minimize, or I'm just going to go ahead and close this down. But you'll notice that the program is not closed. There's a couple ways to go ahead and quit Spotify, and once you'll see any sort of application that you have open in the upper left hand corner, you'll see that it has Spotify and that program's open, even though that you can't see it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go down to Spotify, quit Spotify, and you'll see this little black dot disappear. Also on the dock, it's really important that you can see that you have a documents list, downloads, some other things, anything that's open, so Adobe Acrobat. I've got my Firefox tab here, and I can either minimize that, close that down, whatever I want to do. And then the trash can, and my trash is currently empty, but this is where you're going to eject hard drives and throw things away. You'll notice when I grab my hard drive, do you see that the trash can becomes an eject button? Just something to think about. You can go ahead and you can drag that hard drive to the trash to eject it. Okay, stay tuned for the next video.